Hello, everyone. I hope that you're holding up well and that you are healthy and that your families are healthy. I am thankful to see some of the restrictions being lifted very slowly in Ontario so that people can get back into some sense of normalcy over the next few months. But I'm going to tell you a story this morning. So several years ago, I had this bright idea that we would raise turkeys and chickens for our family for the wintertime. And so we had about 50 birds and cared for them all summer. And then one morning in the early fall, I woke up really early, like about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and I must have heard something because I looked out and here's all my, not all, but most of my chickens and some of my turkeys dead in the farmyard. And then I see this coyote. And I wake my husband, and I run to the barn. I grabbed a hockey stick, that's what I had handy, and went to the barn because we had a foal in the barn. And I was very concerned. And sure enough, this coyote came right into the barn. He did see me and turned around, and that was good because he went back outside and my husband shot him. Now, that's the end of our story. Except, we are raising chickens and turkeys this year. And now, in Canada, our Prime Minister has banned firearms. So, let me tell you one thing. First of all, Canada has some of the most stringent firearms regulations in the world to start with. Taking a 2-day firearms and hunting course costs about $400. And your time, right? So then you buy the guns. This is an investment. People invest to have a license of gun ownership. And I want to tell you something else. The people with gun licenses are not the people running around killing other people. We want to protect our families and our livestock. Anyways, so Justin Trudeau has made this regulation now that these guns are banned, but he didn't give any definitions of the assault rifles or the assault weapons, what that really means. And one statement he said that really kind of annoyed me because I'm like, well, what does that mean? He said that they're banning weapons designed to kill people. Think about that. So these weapons are designed to kill people? No, people kill people. The weapons are just simply a tool. Are they designed? No, not necessarily. I'm going to tell you, when we have a gun, it's not designed to kill anybody. It's the person's use of it, and we need to protect our livestock. That's what farmers do. Not only that, guns used for hunting, are they designed to kill people? They're designed to be used. It's the person that decides what they're used for. So there was no debate. In fact, I don't even think there was a bill presented because the House, of course, isn't sitting. People on both sides of the opposition and the federal government is not sitting. So there was no debate. And I looked this up. Criminal Code, and I'm going to read this to you, 11715 says that when the governor and council, who is the governor general, makes resolutions, they may not prescribe anything to be prohibited or a restricted firearm, if, in the opinion of the governor in general, the thing, the gun, to be prescribed is reasonable for use in Canada for hunting and fishing purposes. This is right in the Criminal Code. So how can our Prime Minister ban these guns that he calls assault rifles? How can he ban guns that are used, reasonable use of hunting and fishing, which is exactly what he's done. He's banned many of the models that are used for hunting and fishing. They don't have some of the accessories of the guns that you saw on television. So, what else about this that I'm annoyed about? First of all, I can't protect my livestock. I'll get to use my hockey stick. Haha, what if I get attacked? Because guess what? Coyotes breed with dogs, and often they're called coy dogs. They are very they're more used to people, and they're not afraid to attack. So, a little bit of information. There's the last thing. The buyback of our guns that we paid money for, we would maybe get half of the money back, maybe. And it's going to cost you, the taxpayer, almost $1 billion. Are you happy? This is incredible. I don't know what to call it. It's like, do we need to spend $1 billion taking guns away from people like me? Just a question. Hope you think about this. I think it's food for thought, and every person needs to think about it. And for believers, Christian believers, because I is one, who say, well, we need to be passive and we shouldn't be, maybe commenting on these things. And I get that. But when do we start fighting back for some of the things that are the rights and privileges of Canadians? Okay, enough for today. Thank you.